Hello everyone, myself Sanat Kumar Swai, Assistant Professor at Vedang Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar. In today's class, we'll be discussing about the Herzberg two-factor theory um, and what is the importance of the two-factor theory, particularly in the organizational settings in the Indian context. Okay, we'll be going through a few slides and we'll see how that is helpful, how that is what is the importance of Herzberg two-factor theory in the organizational settings in Indian context. Okay, now introduction. So Herzberg's two-factor theory, it is also known as the motivation hygiene theory. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So Herzberg two-factor theory, it is also known as the motivation hygiene theory or dual factor theory. Okay. So why it is known as motivation hygiene theory or dual factor theory and two-factor theory particularly? Because there are two sets of factors. Okay, as because there are two sets of factor which motivates or influence the employees motivation, okay, and satisfaction in the workplace, such as one is known as motivator or intrinsic factor and the other one is hygiene factor or extrinsic factor. Okay, so as because there are two factors, that is why it is known as the two factor theory. Okay, most popularly known as Herzberg two factor theory. One is the motivator or intrinsic factor and the other one is hygiene factor or extrinsic factor. Okay, now what is motivator? Motivators means the factors which motivates us. Okay, so if you are talking about in a organizational setting, then the job itself may be a motivator. Okay, the job itself may be a motivator, and also it includes aspects such as achievement. What is your achievement in that particular job? Okay, what is the recognition in that particular job? Okay, what is your responsibility and advancement in the work and the work itself? So for example, most people, they want to become IAS. Okay, so this itself is a motivator in itself. Well, there are other factors involved in it, particular pertaining to those the job roles. Okay, the responsibility which comes by becoming an IAS officer or whatever. Okay, what is the advancement in that particular job? Okay, but sometimes the job itself is a great motivator. Okay, next, hygiene factor. Okay, what is hygiene factor? Hygiene factor means it is related to the environment particularly. Okay, where the job is, what is the job role and what is the environment in where you are going to perform your job. Okay, which includes like apart from that, salary plays a very important role. What is the salary of your job? Okay, what is the working condition? Okay, what is the company policy and your interpersonal relationship in that particular company? Okay, so these also plays an important role. These are all termed as the hygiene factor. Okay, and apart from the motivator, this is the second factor is known as the hygiene factor, where extrinsic factor, where salary, working condition, interpersonal relationship also plays an important role. Okay. Next, motivators. Okay, so motivators. What are the different other factors of motivators? The first one is recognition. Okay, and the second one is responsibility. Okay, now what do you mean by recognition? See, particularly in Indian scenario, if you see, people are more concerned towards recognition. Okay, fulfilling job. Okay, if we talk about companies like Tata, okay, they have a tradition of recognizing their employees. Okay, for instance, their contribution, like long service award, they um, award. Okay, they reward their employees. They recognize their employees. If an employee is working for a certain period of time as a long service award. Okay, and various other recognition programs are also conducted for that particular employee. Okay, whatever. So what happens, it not only motivates the employee but also foster a sense of loyalty and commitment. Definitely it is going to foster a sense of loyalty and commitment towards the company. Okay, that is why people often say that working for Tata Group is like working for a government. Okay, there are a lot of perks working for those particular company, like customer retention. Okay, employee retention. Okay, they don't want to leave the company. They don't want to leave the employees. Okay, and they want to retain their employees for longer period of time. Okay, whatever, that's their company's policies. Okay, next is responsibilities. You see, Indian IT companies like Infosys and Wipro, they provide opportunities for employees to take on challenging projects. Okay, challenging projects and challenging responsibilities as well. Okay, for example, Infosys Campus Connect program encourages employees to mentor students. So what they do, particularly Infosys, they ask their employers to mentor the students. Okay, through that, what does it happen? Because it gives them a sense of responsibility beyond their regular duties. Beyond their regular duties, they also mentor the students. Okay, so that's a sense of a responsibility they have towards the students. Okay, so second factor is responsibility. Okay, next, hygiene factor. Hygiene factor, if you are talking about like two, one is salary and one is working condition. Okay, what happens is that salary in India, you see, particularly if we are talking about the IT industry. Okay, they offer competitive salaries. Okay, why do they offer competitive salaries? So that they can attract the best of the best talent, and they also have a retention policy, that how they need to retain their employees. Okay, particularly the multinational companies these days. Okay, they offer attractive packages. Okay, so that they ensure that these kinds of by giving this kind of compensation to their employees may be satisfied with their pay, and they're going to become loyal to their company and to their job profile which they are working for. Okay, sometimes you see these days they also give share. These companies, they also have share policy for their employees. What do you mean by share policy? Share policy means the employees, they can also hold some shares in that company. Okay, so through that there is a sense of belongingness, that yes, I belong to this company, and my a sense of attachment towards a loyalty to the company comes in the due course of time. Okay, next is working condition. Okay, working conditions means companies like Flipkart and Amazon India focus on providing comfortable and modern working conditions for their employees. From ergonomic workstation to recreational facilities, these companies invest in creating conducive workspaces to enhance employee satisfaction and productivity. You see, these days not only Flipkart and Amazons, but there are multiple MNCs these days. What they are giving you a um, uh, comfortable and conducive workplace. Okay, they're giving you modern workplace. Okay, in the workplace there are a lot of recreational facilities are available. Okay, more or less, you see these in few companies these days, they also give there is specific period for siesta in the afternoon siesta is also provided in their work hour. Siesta in the sense you can get some sleep in the afternoon, you can get some nap after your lunch. Okay, so that is also included in the working hour. So how nice. Yeah. So they are upgrading these kinds of MNCs, they're continuously upgrading to provide the best of the best working conditions for their employees. Okay, through this what happens is that they try to satisfy their employee. Apart from satisfying their customers, they also try to satisfy their employees, that yes, they are actually working in the best working environment, and they're not going to leave the company very soon. And they try to provide them with retention policies are there. There are a lot of retention policies. For example, a couple working for two different multinational companies, okay, they try that both the spouse, they should work in the similar company. Okay, why is it so? So that there will be a balance, work-life balance can be maintained with the among the couple. Okay, so this working conditions also one of the important factor of the hygiene factors. Okay, summary. Okay, so in Herzberg two-factor model, what happens is that they provide valuable insight into the understanding motivation in different contexts, including Indian society and organization. So when we are understanding the Herzberg two-factor model, particularly in the Indian context or in the Indian organizational context, we can understand their motivation, what kind of motivation they are required, the employees are required, so as to understand their level of motivation, how they are going to be motivated, whether through motivators, various kinds of motivators, or through various kinds of hygiene factors. So what factors are actually required to make that employee motivated, keep them motivated? So this model actually provides a valuable insight. Okay, they also highlight the importance of addressing various levels of needs and providing both hygiene factor and motivator to enhance motivation and job satisfaction. So you see, they also try to understand that various kinds of needs, there are a lot of there are various kinds of needs for various employees, and how we are going to provide or try to fulfill all their needs based on the hygiene factor or motivators. Okay, so that we can enhance their motivation and satisfaction while they are on the workplace. Okay. So how we are going to understand those? By understanding the Herzberg two-factor model theory. Next, by understanding Herzberg two-factor theory and its application in the Indian context particularly, the companies can effectively design strategies to improve employee motivation and satisfaction, leading to higher level of performance and engagement. You see, an employee who is extremely motivated and extremely satisfied at his workplace, so what will happen to it? Definitely it will lead to higher performance, a high level of performance within the company. Okay, and also your engagement with that company will increase in the long run. Okay, so Herzberg two-factor theory and its application are very much essential to understand the motivational level and how to upgrade the motivation and satisfaction of the employees at the workplace and lead to their high level of performance. Okay. So with this, we have concluded the Herzberg two-factor model theory, and I believe we have been able to clear off all the uh, concept related to Herzberg theory. However, if you have any doubt, just uh, jot down your doubts in the comment section, and we'll be more than happy to clear off your doubt. Okay, thank you very much for your understanding. Thank you.